What's up, guys? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's Magician React episode of watching fool us and watching other magicians trying to fool one of the greatest magicians alive, which is Penn and Teller. And in this episode, I've got a really interesting email by Till Haunschilds, who's a German magician and who's been on Fool Us, and he requested me to watch this video and maybe interview him later on, so that will be an extra video on this channel if we decide to do so. And yeah, for now I'm going to react to his try on fooling two of the greatest magicians alive, Penn and Teller. And yeah, let's jump right into it and watch him on this show, on this great episode. Let's jump right into this episode.
Welcome back.
And I guess also this is the newest season of Fool Us. So yeah, it's a really fresh one, and if you want to watch this video yourself, I'll make sure to leave it down, the link down in the description below, so you can check it out.
We showcase magicians from all over the world. Look where we found this next guy.
Germany!
Being
Right?
born in the same town as Albert Einstein definitely had an impact on me. It inspired me to become a physicist against the will of my father, because he is a professional magician. My father definitely wanted me to follow in his footsteps. He actually said to me, "Son, I thought you wanted to do something real with your life, not science." The truth is, magic and science are not that different. Today, I use magic to teach people about innovation and problem solving. And I'm working on a few science books for children, including one called The Science of Magic.
Alright,
Penn
so
and
we have a
Teller,
scientist here.
Tonight I will
Nice.
teach you a lesson
That's
in
great.
science. And to please my father, I will use magic to do so.
That's a great idea in the first place. I think that's a really unique way with coming up with magic. And I mean, you always have a story behind it when you have something like this to tell. I mean, if you're a scientist, obviously you're really smart, and the audience will automatically think, wow, this guy really has something to it. I like that.
With two randomly selected members of our studio audience, here's the inventive Till Haunschilds.
Haunschild? Wait, did I pronounce it wrong? In Germany, we would say Till Haunschilds. Haunschild? Wait, let me see that again. I'm sorry. I have to hear that again. Till
Inventive Till Haunschilds.
Haushin? What? I think that's wrong. Never mind. Let's watch
Please,
the act.
look at these cards, check them out.
Okay.
Just look at them, go through them, shuffle, and give them a mix or two. I'm here tonight to show you a magical scientific phenomenon called quantum entanglement. Now, quantum entanglement works like this. If you have one elemental particle and you use a laser to split it into two, those two particles still behave as if they were one particle. No matter how far they are apart, if you do something to
I've
one,
heard about this.
it automatically happens to the other.
I've heard about this this scientific phenomenon, and I think it's really interesting. I've watched some videos about it, and it's like so crazy stuff. If you want to get, I don't know, there are great YouTube videos about this phenomenon out there, and I think it's so really interesting because it proves that how the world could be a program or something like this. And I think that's just so crazy stuff, and those so beyond my imagination. Just check out those Instagram those YouTube videos about this. It's so crazy stuff, man.
Now, if you think that sounds impossible, you are not alone. Even Einstein thought it wasn't real, calling it spooky action at a distance. But he was wrong, and I will prove it. Now, every great experiment starts with an empty box. Which one do you like?
Red.
Red?
Yep.
Here you go. Now, I want you to take the top card, don't show it to anyone, but fold it up twice and put it in the box.
Okay.
Alright, so he got to shuffle the cards freely, the spectator. And now he's just taking the top card, so I think there's no force involved if I've seen that correctly.
Yes, take the card, I don't look, fold it up twice, and put it in a box.
All right.
Yes? And then please close the box. Great. Now, we need to create an entangled second deck. All we need is, of course, the shuffled cards. They go like here. And a powerful laser. And some raw material. Now
I've
watch.
seen these before. That's lit. This is so cool.
And now we have created a second entangled deck.
These are great. I've always wanted to own one of these, but I just did not buy one of those yet. But maybe in the future.
Remember, everything that happens.
Couldn't afford those. If someone wants to sponsor me, just write an email to me.
Here, or has happened, will automatically happen to this deck. Now, please give those cards another cut. Just like this and complete. Yes, and complete the cut. Now, let's check which card you cut to. It's the 5 of hearts. Now, in theory, that should mean that here is also
5 hearts.
yes.
What?
This could be a coincidence.
What?
And I'm a scientist, so we need to test more. This time, can you cut the cards? Yes, and even you can another cut. So mixing them up really good. Now this time, I want you to take the top card. Don't look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, just take the top card, and we put it face down in this face-up deck now.
Just
In the middle somewhere? Yes. Now, to find out which card you turned over in this deck, we can, of course, look here, or let's check. And there is already one card face up here. And when we check here, yes, it's of course the same. Now, I wonder, is it magic or science? Wait, in the
Probably
beginning,
science.
you chose one card.
Magical science.
Yep. And we put it in this box with quantum entanglement. That means if you have a second box, there must be a identical card materialized in this box. Can you take the boxes, please? Open them and drop the cards in my hands. Now, you chose the 2 of spades. Now, if this is also the 2 of spades, that means that Einstein was wrong.
Did the guy
and we have
see the
proof.
card that he chose in the beginning? Because I'm not sure. But if he did so, then this is really, really, really insane.
Of quantum entanglement, and I will definitely win the Nobel Prize. And maybe even the Fuller's Trophy. Thank you.
Till Haunschilds! Hi!
Alright. I'm not sure if this will fool Penn and Teller, but it definitely fooled me. But I think I'm an easy target. I'm quite easy to fool, but I think that's really insane. And I know some things that happen, but definitely not the whole routine. Like that blow my mind. The part where I mean, I think he got to shuffle the cards freely, and yeah, I'm just really confused, and I have no idea what just happened. Let's see what Penn and Teller got to say.
Wow, so is your dad happy you kind of got back into magic?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have sons?
Yes, I have identical twin boys.
Yeah, they might become magicians as well. I mean, I think they have to.
Oh, you could have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, but it's tricky to raise children with magic. Because every time they are looking for something, they point to their ear. Because for them, their father always pulled stuff from their ears. So that was the normal storage
Like,
space.
my pencil's gotta be here somewhere.
So they're always running around, ball.
So what's the similarity between science and magic?
The only difference is that in the end, as a scientist or an entrepreneur, you get paid for the secret, and as a magician, you get paid to keep the secret.
That's a good difference.
Yes.
Or actually, as a magician, you don't get paid at all. Sometimes.
All right. Let's see if Penn and Teller have figured out the theory behind your trick.
Till, once you're doing a magic trick and you mention Einstein, spooky action at a distance, I just love you. I just love that. And when you first came out and we knew you were a scientist, we thought we could take a breather, wouldn't have to worry about it, but you kept us on our toes for the whole thing. I mean, I'm not a scientist, certainly, but I love reading about multiple universes and multiple dimensions and multiple outs and how
that's
all
really
different
interesting.
things can happen at different times to make that spooky action at distance happen. We loved it all the way through. We loved your laser. My voice is cracking with emotion over how much I love this act. With all that we said there, we do think sincerely there's a good chance you win the Nobel Prize, but we do not think you're going to win the Fool Us trophy.
Wait,
Maybe next.
did he? Usually, I just understand something, at least that tell us that Penn or Teller, actually Penn, obviously says. But this time I have no idea what he just
Maybe
said.
next time.
I didn't fool him.
Thank you,
Right?
Till Haunschilds.
Okay. Well,
We're taking a quick time out. We'll get our next magician in.
so no fool right there. That kind of does not surprise me in a way, because I know Penn and Teller are like really, really great magicians, and obviously they know tricks like this, and they've done tricks like this, and they know their decks and just how everything works. But for my terms, I have no idea how this was done, and yeah, this is gonna keep me awake at night. But yeah, that wraps it up for today's Malte reacts or magician reacts to Penn and Teller. If you enjoyed, then please make sure to leave a like. If you hated it, then dislike. And yeah, if you want to see the interview with Till Haunschilds, then make sure to leave a comment that you would like to see something like this. And I will see you guys in the next one.